In the vibrant African village of Umachukwu, there lived two childhood friends, Obinna and Eke. The two were inseparable growing up, sharing dreams and adventures under the golden sun of their beloved village. Yet, as they matured, their paths diverged, setting the stage for a tale that will leave a lasting mark on the hearts of the villagers. Obinna was a sharp and ambitious young man, quick to grasp opportunities. After finishing his apprenticeship as a carpenter, he set up a workshop in the village square. Within months, his skillful craftsmanship gained attention, and his business thrived. The villagers admired his success, and Obinna's confidence grew with each passing day. Eke, on the other hand, took a different route. He was passionate about farming, particularly cultivating yams and beans. His family's land was vast but had been left fallow for years. Determined to restore its fertility, Eke spent months clearing the weeds, enriching the soil, and planting his first crop. The work was grueling, and the results were slow to come. While Obinna basked in his early success, Eke's fields remained bare, waiting for nature's time. "Eke, are you sure this farming idea isn't a waste of time?" Obinna teased one evening as they shared a meal of pounded yam and egusi soup. "Look at me, I've already built a house for my parents. What have you achieved?" Eke smiled, unbothered. "Obinna, egg and beans do not cook at the same time. My harvest will come when it's ready." The months turned into years. Obinna's business expanded, and he became one of the wealthiest young men in Umachukwu. He acquired fine clothes, built a grand house, and married the most beautiful girl in the village. Meanwhile, Eke's life seemed unchanged to the villagers. His fields were growing steadily, but the crops were yet to yield enough to make a significant impact. One fateful year, a devastating flood swept through Umachukwu. The heavy rains washed away shops and homes, including Obinna's workshop. With his business destroyed and no savings to fall back on, Obinna's fortune crumbled overnight. He was forced to sell his house to cover his debts and move back in with his parents. Eke, however, had a different story. His carefully cultivated yam and bean fields were located on higher ground, spared from the floods. That year, his harvest was bountiful beyond imagination. Eke's yams and beans fed not only his family but also many others in the village struggling after the disaster. He sold a portion of his produce, earning enough to build a modest home and invest in more farmland. Obinna watched in awe as Eke's hard work and patience bore fruit. One day, he approached his old friend with a humble heart. "Eke, I mocked you when you were struggling, but now I see I was wrong. Your patience and resilience have taught me a great lesson." Eke smiled warmly and placed a hand on Obinna's shoulder. "We all have our time, my friend. Life is not a race. Egg and beans do not cook at the same time, but both can make a delicious meal when ready." From that day forward, the villagers of Umachukwu often shared the story of Obinna and Eke as a reminder that success comes at its own pace for everyone. The friendship between the two men grew even stronger, and they worked together to rebuild what the floods had taken from their community. Moral of the story: life's journey is not a race, it is a personal journey of growth and discovery. Just because someone's success comes sooner doesn't diminish the value of your effort. Be patient, work hard, and trust that your time will come.